better area to come and kind of transition into your life here in Medina. If you're coming from the west, there'll be a lot of English speaking neighbors in this area. There are also a lot of like European nationalities, like French people, people from like the Netherlands and other European countries that mostly stay over here. So as we said, it's probably an easier transition into life in Medina. In terms of schools, right now we are passing a school over here. There are several schools in this neighborhood. And in terms of rental pricing, this is one of the cheaper neighborhoods we're going to be discussing today. So about a 2-bedroom is between 12 to 18,000 riyals a year, between like 20 to 30,000. I would say the median is like 25,000 a year, and that is for a 3 to 4 bedroom apartment. So if you like more of a city feel where your apartments are really close together, they're smaller, you have less space outside, Rabwa is a really good neighborhood. Hayy Rabwa has a lot of services in this area, and they're all very, very walkable. We have like laundromats, we have seamstresses, we have different like hair salons for both men and women. There are also a lot of supermarkets, as you guys can see. We've passed like maybe 5 or 7 different supermarkets just in this short drive. Here we're coming up to a masjid which has Quran memorization programs for children, and you can sign them up usually for free. Here we go, Dar al-Juman. These neighborhoods are very densely populated. Homes are a lot closer to each other, so you won't get a lot of like space outside, but there are a lot of people in this area. There's a really nice mamsha, like walkway here in Hayy Rabwa, as well as shopping centers and coffee shops, which is one of the most important things if you are a family. Nahdi Care Clinics, which is our top favorite clinic, especially if you are a visitor here, we highly recommend Nahdi Care Clinics, and it is right across from Hayy Rabwa, so that is a big plus with living in this neighborhood. We also have Rashid Mall on the other side of the street near Al-Nahdi Clinics, so definitely a really good neighborhood to live in.
Hi guys, so the next neighborhood we're going to show is Hayy al-Jamawat, and this Hayy is very close to Al-Jami'a Islamiyya and Hayy al-Difa' and Al-Aziziyya. It's a very nice neighborhood. As you guys can see, there are a lot of villas, a lot of houses. The streets are very quiet, and there is a part of Hayy al-Jamawat where everything is like new construction and modern. And we've actually shown a few apartments in our apartment hunting videos. If you haven't checked that out, you can definitely check it out in our videos. So you're definitely gonna get a nice mountain view here in this neighborhood, and your kids can even grow up playing in these mountains, which we did not see in Hayy Rabwa. Hayy Rabwa gave like more of a city feel, but here in Hayy al-Jamawat, basically in the middle of everything, there's a lot of services. You know, from Hayy al-Difa', Hayy al-Aziziyya. Haram is approximately 10 minutes away. Having to be close to Al-Jami'a Islamiyya, there's going to be a lot of bookstores, a lot of print shops. Right now, we're currently, as you guys can see, we're in the old Hayy al-Jamawat, where there's like older houses. But right now, we're going to actually shift to the new Hayy al-Jamawat. And in the new Hayy al-Jamawat, you're going to see a lot of new modern houses, modern, apartments. All right, guys. So we shifted to the new Hayy al-Jamawat area, the upscale area of Hayy al-Jamawat, and as you guys can see, a lot of new construction. And this is actually in front of us right here are the modern houses, apartments that we were talking about. It gets higher. It is kind of like on a hilltop here. But I think they built Hayy al-Jamawat right on this mountain. So very spacious neighborhood. It's not like Rabwa where everything was packed. Here it feels like there's like more space. The streets are wider, and the population is less than Hayy Rabwa. In this new area of Hayy al-Jamawat, the upscale area, there are a lot of modern new construction, a lot of modern villas and buildings, and we've toured a few of them, a few furnished apartments in our furnished apartments in Medina video. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. But there are a lot of suites here where you can rent on a daily basis, monthly basis, bi-yearly basis. But as you guys can see, this beautiful mountain here will be your view here in Hayy al-Jamawat. It is a higher area as well, so you can see a lot of Medina behind us. A lot of people actually come here and hang out and picnic up here, so you can see the entire Medina. You can see Masjid Nabawi. There are a lot of schools in this area as well. You have Hayy al-Faysaliyya is actually across the street from here, so in terms of like masajid and hifd, I think they're like less, because there are less masajid, so less like hifd, but there are decent amounts of masajid here, but just compared to Rabwa, and also like there aren't much services that are walkable distance. I mean, there are a lot of services around you in other hayys, but they're relatively close, but not as like walking distance as we saw in Hayy al-Rabwa. Yeah, this is Hayy al-Jamawat, and we are gonna head over to our last hayy, inshallah, for this video, so stay tuned.